Our speaker is a proud Puerto Rican who loves celebrating traditions that bring family, culture, and faith together. In today's speech, she will share the meaning and joy behind the Three Kings Day celebration and why this special tradition continues to hold a place in her heart. Please help me welcome Jeannie Cintron-Rosario.
What day is today? Any special occasion? Don't answer yet. But answer this. With a show of hands, how many of you celebrate Christmas? How many of you celebrate Hanukkah? What about Kwanzaa? Or Boxing Day? Any other celebration?
Three Kings Day! Three Kings Day! Three Kings Day!
How many of you celebrate the Three Kings Day? How many of you is hearing the celebration of the Three Kings Day for the first time? Good, the majority of you. Good evening, DTM, fellow Toastmasters and guests. For many, the end of the year, maybe some today, marks the end of the holiday season. But for many Europeans, Latin Americans, or even some parts of the Caribbean cultures, especially where I come from Puerto Rico, the Three Kings Day is the biggest and most important celebrations of the holiday season. And I'm so glad to share with you why it is so important and how we celebrate it in Puerto Rico. Now, the Three Kings Day commemorates the biblical story of the three wise men, Melchor, Gaspar, and Baltasar, following the star when they were bringing the gift for baby Jesus with gold, incense, and myrrh. Now, for Puerto Ricans, this day is far away from the story itself. It's more about family, community, and tradition. But the celebration doesn't really start today, January 6th, but it starts the day before. So as a child, I grew up in the southeast, in the countryside in Puerto Rico. And I remember my father roasting a pig in the open fire in the backyard, surrounded by a lot of relatives, mostly men, drinking, eating, and singing parrandas, which for those of you who don't know, parrandas is like caroling, but with a lot of instruments, singing, and dancing. Now, because there was a lot of professional musicians in my family, those parrandas were long and really good. Meanwhile, the women were in the kitchen preparing the feast. The traditional feast in Puerto Rico is a lot of food. It's arroz con gandules, pasteles, morcillas, arroz, ensalada de papa, ensalada de codito, coquito, arroz con dulce, and the food goes on. Yes, it's a lot. Meanwhile, the kids are playing outside. Remember those times when kids used to play outside? And of course, the house kept being filled by people coming in, and those visits were not short. In fact, they were long and loud, and all of a sudden it became all-day gathering that turned into all-nighters. But the magic was at night for the children. Before the children went to bed, they will fill a shoebox with grass. And that box, they will put it or place it under the bed. The same as in Christmas Eve, when the kids leave a glass of milk and cookies under the tree for Santa, the same thing for Three Kings Day, the kids will leave grass for the camels for their long journey. Now, at some point, my daughters probably asked me why grass for the camels. They don't eat camels. There's no camels in Puerto Rico. So I probably changed the story. Well, in Puerto Rico, they come on horses. But we went back to the camels because the story was about the camels. The next morning, those boxes will disappear. But there will be a trail of grass from under the bed all the way to the door because those camels were messy. And the kids will find 3 unwrapped gifts under the bed, one from each wise man. It was simple, but magical. Now, fast forward to me celebrating the Three Kings Day as an adult. It was still loud, the food was still plentiful, and the love was still present. The only thing was a little bit different when my daughters were growing up, is that instead of celebrating in my house, it was in somebody else's house because I was not in the cooking. But everything else remains exactly the same. Now for me, the holiday season is the most magical and beautiful time of the year. The beautiful decorations, the light, the joyfulness, everything is so beautiful. But the Three Kings Day holds a very special sentiment that is more powerful and meaningful for me. Why? Because it's not about the gift. It's about what it represents. It represents togetherness. It represents family and friends. It represents gratitude, peace, love, and of course, tradition. Now ask yourself, what is the most memorable holiday? And most importantly, why? Is it the food, the tradition, or the people that you celebrate with? Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is the people that you share the table with. So think about this. The holiday is not only about the day in the calendar. It's more about those memories that you create that you can remember and cherish even once the holidays are passed by. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.